Okay, hello everybody. So I think everybody knows who I am anyway, but I'm Keeley Crockett, and as I always start off by saying, I'm just like any other ordinary person. What I've chosen to do in my 10 minutes is tell you a little bit about a European project, not following in your line there, okay, which I'm the PI for my university. And it's all about travelling. Do we all go travelling? And who goes travelling around Europe? Okay, who goes travelling to America? Okay, Canada? Australia? Okay, well some of those countries have this thing called an advanced passenger registration system, don't they? Who likes filling them in? That's bad news, camera, the audience say no. Okay, this project is about introducing that into Europe. Panic. Okay, there are a few death by PowerPoint slides here, but I'm not going to read off them, just have a look at the images, okay? So, this project, a little bit about it. The reason why I'm bringing this slide up is to say 13 partners. So I was qualified as a software engineer originally. I did my degree down at Manchester originally. And trying to get the requirements from 13 partners in 9 countries with all these travellers going crazy is really, really, really hard. And that's my task. And guess when it's due? 30th of December. Oh my goodness me. So it's quite a challenging project, yeah? It involves lots of Skypes and working in the middle of the night, but it's still fun. I still enjoy it. And that's not my real job. Anyway, moving on. So as you can see, there's lots of different partners involved with this. A lot of security partners in other countries as well. A lot of ones developing new biometric scanners. So I actually work with engineers and scientists and only one other university in Germany. The rest are all companies, so it's a real great eye-opener of how different people work. So, I'll summarise this in 2 seconds. What are we trying to do? Okay, we're trying to increase the efficiency and security of travellers crossing borders in Europe. Yes, we want to stop illegal crossings, but we also want to speed it up for regular travellers so they can move swiftly. And we're doing that by introducing a 2-step system. The first one is about pre-registration, which I've already received loads of boos about, okay? But we're going to combine lots of data about individuals in different ways to do this. And the idea is that when you go to a border and a guard looks at you and goes, why are you coming here? What are you doing? We want to take out that subjective element and put in an objective control from a computer system. Part of that element is what we're doing here at MMU. And the interesting question is, do you remember Jurassic Park? What was the guy's name? Malcolm. And he said, if we use AI to do some really interesting things, should we really do it? Remember when he said about the dinosaurs? We have the technology, but should we do it? This is going to raise all sorts of ethical issues. So, 2 phases, I'll quickly summarise. The idea is that a person is going to be able, from their own mobile device, laptop, tablet, phone, pre-register. They're going to be able to scan their documents in. They're going to be able to check their face matches that. But we don't want to do that. We're going to look at having an avatar, a human agent who's going to ask them some questions. And our role is to create an automated deception detection system using their video camera on their phone. Right? So you're laughing. So what's going to happen is this agent is going to ask some border control questions and it's going to film you. Okay? And this value, this score, is going to feed into a larger system to detect the risk of you travelling across that border in that particular time. When you get to the border, okay, you'll have your usual border control checks, be it an airport, be it a walking border, be it a train, as we have in Greece. So you'll walk there, you will have various technology at use. We're going to introduce things like palm vein scanners, sadly because of fingerprints and what people do with fingerprints, which I will not discuss on this video. We'll also scan the documents, we'll check the face again and do all these things. And the idea, border guards will have a wearable technology enable them to do this. So everything will be tied into them, on their body, on their jacket. So they'll be walking around to you, having a conversation, it'll just do it automatically. This one's for Ruth.
Thank you.
Our partner, the main partner who's leading the whole project is European Dynamics, who specialise in cloud services.
Hey.
Okay, so the idea, the components, all the things that you see on here are all going to be stored and processed in an encrypted cloud environment. And the one I want to draw the attention to, first of all, is this one, automatic deception detection. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the non-verbal behaviour of your face while you're engaging with technology. And we're going to use 40 different channels, eyes, lips, mouth, nose, blushing, glancing, to detect whether or not you're telling the truth or not. Okay? This will complement tools that we use depending upon the different border environments. So for example, if a person is travelling over a car, then there'll be hidden detection tools, which another partner is generating. There might be tools that check for your authenticity of your documents. We recently went to Hungary to do some user requirements gathering last week, and 2 weeks ago now. And it's quite interesting how people will do various things to their documents to make them look forged. And we had the whole experience, including visiting a hostage shootout situation. So it's kind of a different way of doing user requirements analysis. Makes my job exciting. Other things that we might include in this framework, or we will, controlling vehicles, looking at vehicle registration, looking at how people hide in railway carriages, in cargo carriages, etc. We're going to combine everything on 2 different risk assessment tools to give a risk factor for a passenger coming. And I'm moving on because Annabelle's waved at me. So basically what will happen is the pre-arrival and the border control comes together and a risk assessment of that individual will be given. You're going to ask me what that level will be. It's empirical. Experiments will need to be carried out. Our tool is just one factor. So let me tell you about ads very quickly. In fact, last thing, where are we going to trial this? These are the 4 countries our 4 user groups are in. So we're already working with the police in each of those individual areas and the border guards. And that's where the first trials will take place. So what we're going to do here, I currently lead the Intelligence Systems Group. I have fantastic members in this group, including Annabelle. And what we're doing is we do a lot of work on psychological profiling, use AI. So this is the Malcolm moment. Instead of talking about this, I'll start off by showing a clip. You won't hear sound on this.
Supposed to probably know me as well.
Shannon Matthews went on television a couple of years ago, and what she did was she claimed her daughter had been kidnapped, who was 9. Her boyfriend's friend had actually kidnapped her and was hiding her in a cupboard so they could claim money. There was actually £55,000 of money offered by the Sun and other agencies. So she kept on going television and she kept on saying, I don't know where my child is, etc. So as part of some work we did for ITV 2 years ago, they gave us a series of videos of people who have been proven to be lying. And what happens is we run it through the system. What you can see looking on the face there is the eyes, the nose, the mouth. It's just showing trackers. That's just for our visualisation. The red indicates she's lying. As you go further that way, it goes yellow, she's not lying, she's telling the truth. So when they said, how long have you lived around here? And she says, 10 years, it's yellow. As she starts getting deeper and deeper into the lies, it goes redder and redder. So how are we doing this? Just going to do that. And just take you back to this one slide. So what our systems do, they're based upon artificial neural networks. We use them to first of all detect all the objects on the face. Eyes, nose, ears, mouth, facial expressions, you name it. Once we've got the objects, we then look at the patterns. Is the eye looking up, down, left or right? Are you blinking too much? Then we code them into channels, so we look at all the behaviour for the eyes, the mouth, the blushing and blanching all together. And then we can look at it over periods of time, accumulated coders. Do we look at per frame, per second, per question, per interview? Depends how often you want a signal. And then we build some deception classifiers using further AI algorithms at the end to send a signal. And we train these on a variety of bits of data. We've used the same technology to measure comprehension of learners, a project that Annabelle's working on at this moment in time. So we know it works. The question this poses, we're going to use this technology as part of our deception detection tool in iCross. So when you're filling in your pre-arrival information, it will send a signal back to the cloud, I use inverted commas here, to be incorporated into a larger risk assessment tool. So the question you've got to ask yourself is it ethically right or not? And that debate may be taken up by CREST, a research organisation in the UK. Right, I won't say any more, because Annabelle's waved at me. Anyway, thank you for your attention. If you want to know more about the project, please feel free.